Boom. All right, guys, welcome to Diamond Zone Wednesday morning, the day after, the day after the big event. Here we go. I want to show you some pictures from last night. Obviously, that's us. But we had a packed house, guys, as you could see. We had to bring in all these chairs. We had people lined up along the walls. They kept bringing in chairs. We had to put in 2 new rows on the front and another row in the back. And so it was Chicago rallied, man. They had a great group out there. And like I said, it was completely standing room and sitting room only around the sides. But it was not only a packed event, but we had over, I think, 37 guests in attendance. So Orlando, there's a challenge for you out there. Fort Myers, there's a challenge. Get on that phone, pack the house. So far, we're 3 for 3 with packed houses. And I will tell you the momentum, it's amazing. You know, when you don't have consistent business overviews every week, you know, because most of our stuff, as you all know, are done on Zoom. And when you finally have a live event, I mean, people just want that information. They want that connection. And when I was talking to Lisa, you know, Lisa did a training, high touch. What's it called? Lisa, high touch what?
High tech, high touch.
High tech, high touch. So yeah, we're high tech. But, you know, just to go back to just some of the things, high touch means you're in communication, right? You still need that communication with your team. Because people want to know, and we're going to talk about that today, that you know, they have the support. And the people out here in Chicago, they're building very rapidly. And we told them that we'll be back to do a Super Saturday. So it was a great event, guys. So I just want you to show you those pictures. And as everybody knows, we're going to be in Orlando tomorrow, right? Orlando, here's Chicago. I know you guys are sick of seeing it, but you know what? You're going to see it again. Minnesota. I know Jeremy did an over-the-top call last night. I hope you guys packed that out for all of us. We're day 2 now of our run, and I'm going to go through a training here today just to get everybody set up in their head. All right, so here we go. So what are we up to? We're here. Let's double click that. Copy this flyer, guys. I know a lot of you are sharing this. If you got people tomorrow night, I just want you to look at the lineup. You know, President Jeff and Lisa, you got Grand Diamonds, Sandy and Ken Kelm, Bill Davies in Orlando tomorrow night. $10 in advance. I think advance is over, right, Lisa?
For what?
For Orlando?
At midnight?
Midnight tonight.
At the door.
And 15 at the door, guest free. And then the all-day generator, or I should say generator, Super Saturday in Fort Myers on Saturday. So that's what's happening. And I want you guys to really market that. You never know who's open to opportunities. So what I'm going to talk about today is you know, the value of really this opportunity. And you know, when you travel, it's amazing. You know, everybody wants 2 minutes of your time, and everybody wants to know any type of inside scoop. And when you talk to people, you understand why people are where they are. And there's a saying in network marketing, guys, that some people just major in the minors. And what I mean by majoring in the minors is we get off track of all the things sometimes that don't earn us money, right? We listen to the gossip. We listen to the rumors, right? We listen to all the things that will take us off track of our goals. And I want to make sure everybody understands something. Okay, in this business called network marketing, okay, everything that we do is based on our why. Everything that you will do is based on your vision. And it's so easy to get off track. There's no doubt about it. We know this. But see, here's what I always like to do. I like to investigate if that person is purposely trying to get off track. Now, do you follow me? Is this person trying to not really do the business? Because once again, it goes back to one of the trainings in the landmines. If I'm always looking for a solution to a problem that I heard about, doesn't it really take me away from doing the necessary things to build my business? So I am always very straightforward with people. When people call me up and say, you got to understand this, and this, I heard this, and I heard that. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? You know how many things I hear on a daily basis? Not about World Global Network, just in general. And if you get caught up in that gossip, I'm telling you, it's going to stop you from building a business. So the training I want to talk about today is really the value of what we're offering and really the learning curve that a lot of people go through. But I want to start off by saying this. When I say learning curve, it's not a learning curve on the ABCs of the business. That's easy. We all know the simplicity of our system, right? First base, 2-minute video, get them on a webinar, 3-way call, bring them home. That's not what I'm talking about. There's nothing to learn there, okay? But understand the learning curve is all the things that will come your way and how to deal with it. That's what I'm talking about. But understand, everybody on this call, what launched your business? I want you to think about it. What made you make a decision to do this? Well, obviously you were intrigued because you probably saw that 2-minute video. I don't know anybody who's ever gotten involved that did not at least see the 2-minute video prior to placing their order. Okay? So if you saw the 2-minute video, you know what that did? That created interest, which allowed a second step to come into your life. And whatever steps you took, normally, that when you saw that 2-minute video, it's usually no longer than a 72-hour process that helped people make that decision. You want to know why? Because you were the right people. You're the right person. And then sometimes, right, we have somebody in our funnel for 2 months. And we think if we just keep giving them information, they're going to eventually do it. I'm telling you guys, this is just my experience. The right people just do. And the right people do it pretty quickly. They go with their gut, but what launches their business is the excitement and enthusiasm surrounding whatever you sent them. When I saw that first 2-minute video, I'm telling you, it sparked me. And immediately when I saw it, as you guys know, because you've heard my story 10,000 times, I said, this is different. And it sparked something within me. A spark that really wasn't ignited for a long period of time. Yeah, we were in another company, but we weren't sparked. We weren't excited. But this got me to a whole new level. So when we made that business decision, we launched it with enthusiasm. But here's what happens. If you don't continue to ignite that enthusiasm, normally within 30, 60, 90, maximum 120 days, your enthusiasm, you'll run out of gas. And the purpose of this training is to share with you why people run out of gas. And normally it's because you're not part of a system. You're not part of a support team. If you look at anybody who's ever admitted they had a problem, right? To better their chances for success, whether it be weight loss, whether it be alcohol addiction or a drug, whatever their problem may be, what's the number one reason why people succeed? Surrounding themselves with people who understand where they're at. It's that support team. Well, this is no different. The problem that you all had, think about the problem you had prior to making this decision. What was your problem? Was it financial? Was it more time? Doesn't make a difference, does it? But when you're around a group of people that understand the way you feel, I'm telling you, it betters your chances to get people involved in your business. So here's what happens. In order not to run out of gas, you got to keep feeding people knowledge. And the knowledge we're going to feed you is not how to send out a 2-minute video. That's easy. Or sending people to a recorded webinar. The knowledge is understanding why people do what they do. Understanding why most people will tell you no. In the beginning, a no, if you didn't have the knowledge, devastates you. But once you understand why people say no, you learn never to take anything personally. We just had this conversation. Okay, we have these conversations every day with people. Hey, Jeff, I heard. I don't care what you heard. Let me tell you why that person is saying what they're saying. They're trying to get you off track. But if they didn't have us as a mentor to provide that knowledge, that could destroy some people. But if you just understand it's part of the journey, guess what? It doesn't ever stop you from going to where you need to go. So the business decision is based on the simplicity of what we're offering. But the knowledge and the Diamond Zone calls and Chad and Anita's call and Taylor Worry's call today at noon, these are the things that you need to stay plugged into, because this is what a distributor needs. But I want you to be very clear here of really your responsibility. Your responsibility, okay, is to build an infrastructure. You know, we were walking downtown, Lisa and I, just going back to all of our old stomping grounds. And you know, there's some pretty tall buildings out here, right? You got Willis Tower, you got the John Hancock building. And you know, the biggest part of that building, you know what it is? It's not how high it goes into the sky. In order for it to sustain itself, you have to have the right foundation. It's underneath the street is where the foundation is built. That allows that skyscraper to reach up 110 stories. You follow me? Well, you got to understand what you want to build here. You want to build a foundation. You want to build a foundation that's going to sustain itself. But you got to understand what business you're in. A lot of people think they're in the product business. You're not. World Global Network is in the product business. World Global Network is in the shipping business. World Global Network is in the commission business. World Global Network is in the employee business. That's not our business. I don't worry about any of that stuff. Does this make sense? So I'm trusting that World Global Network is going to bring the right products into the market. My job is to share people the opportunity surrounding that product. That's my job. My job is to get people to buy the product. Because remember, the opportunity is twofold. If someone just watches the 2-minute video and they buy the product, is that a success? Absolutely it is. They bought the product. Most of your business into the future will be based on just consumers. But not only do I try to let people know the value of the product by sharing a 2-minute video, I also want them to know there's a business attached to it. That's the opportunity. See, not everybody's opportunity is to become a business builder and want to build an international company and change their financial situation. Some people just say, I like what the product does. Can I buy it? Think about it. Does everybody who eats at McDonald's want to own the franchise? Of course not. But just understand that you have two things to offer people. Obviously, at this point in our growth as a company, we're going to share with people the business side of this, because that's what we're doing. We are looking for the franchise owners right now. But if the worst case scenario was, well, you know what? Not for me, but I just want to buy your product, that's a success. You want to create as many consumers as you'd like. Remember, Helos on wrist. And then in order to sustain this foundation, you got to have a training and a system for success. This is your foundation, guys. So we have a great opportunity. There's no doubt about it. But I want to make sure you understand when people get involved, what they think they want versus what they need. Most people think that when they get involved in the business, they need to understand how the Helo works. They think they have to answer questions on how does it work? And can you tell me about the nano chip? And can you tell me about the relationship with Toshiba? No. I had everybody in Chicago at the meeting saying, I don't know. Because that's what I say. How does it work? You know what I say? I don't know. Because I don't. Why would I ever represent myself as a product expert? But this is just normal people. I remember when I used to sample nutritional supplements. You know what people would say immediately? What's in it? It's just a natural instinct. And people would always also go one step further and go, you know what, Jeff? Before I put anything in my body, I have to know exactly what's in it. And this is the same person who's eating a Big Mac and smoking cigarettes. But when it came to nutritional supplements, they had to know what's in it. You know what I would say to them? I don't know. All I know is I take this product and it works. Well, how does Helo work? I don't know. All I know is that when I press this button, I get my heart rate. And when I press this button, I get a blood pressure. And when I put my 2 fingers on it, I get an EKG. Well, how do you know what's right? I don't know. All I know is, okay, I took it to my physician and he says it's accurate. You see, we get caught up because this is what people think. Don't get caught up in this, guys. Be transparent. Because watch, let's just say you did know everything. And you start to explain the intricacies and how it was made. What do you think that person's thinking when you start talking about the business side of this? Oh my gosh, I can't do what he just did. He probably had to go back to school to learn all that. That's not easy. But if I just say, listen, here's all I know and here's what's happening, watch this 2-minute video, it sends a message, guys, that they can do it. And here's why people go down this road. Remember, sometimes it's just self-sabotage. Because you know why? It has nothing to do with you. You ever hear of buyer's remorse? They're doubting their decision. They're fearful that it won't work. They hope that it does. But here comes the procrastination. Right? It's amazing. People get involved, they buy into the system, and then when you start getting these types of questions, you got to figure out, where is this coming from? Well, it's fear and doubt. It's fear and doubt. So I have to be able to move people through their fear and doubt, or not, or not. But here's the deal. What you have to realize is what they need. What people need is 10% understanding of the product, 10% in understanding the comp, and 80% understanding of ourselves. That's the bottom line. Okay, here's all I know. Okay, you guys have seen the slide that I put together. That's my slide, right? That's how I understand the comp. I build a team, and when my team buys Helos or downloads apps or buys Biozen or the phone, I make money. And the bigger team I have buying those products, the more money I earn. I don't get caught up in 20% and 10% and 9 generations. This is just my brain. I'm not saying that's the right way of doing it. All I'm saying is I know the compensation plan will pay me if I do the work. That's just me. I've never worried about comp plans. I just know one thing. It's obviously paying people if you got people making 1.2 million a month. Remember your income disclosure. Okay, obviously it's paying somebody. So I don't need to get caught up in that. I have to understand Jeff. That was my biggest thing. And right now, the reason why is in the beginning, it's a difficult period for people to make this change. Just remember, guys, just because people bought their package doesn't mean they're all in. It means they bought a package. And many people that you'll sponsor won't be able to take the heat. They can't deal with the fear. You guys know the numbers, right? A third of people do nothing. A third of the people that you bring in are frozen, and a third of the people will do something. You just got to get enough people in the system to have enough people doing something. That's the concept. And here's why. There's stages that a distributor goes through. People need knowledge. Okay, I love this training because it's really an illustration. Okay, and remember how I said yesterday that when you bring a new person in, and Lisa did this training, you got to find out what you got. If I go through the welcome letter, I want to know what kind of experience they may have had. If they've had no experience in network marketing or no experience in the people business, you know how I look at that person? As a newborn baby. An embryo. Okay, they're just being born, right? And they have this wide eye. You know, babies come out of the womb, right? And they start looking around, and everything's brand new to them. And what do you have to do to a newborn baby? Okay, you got to feed them every 2 hours, because all babies do is what? Go to the bathroom and eat and sleep. Okay, that's how I look at a new distributor. I got to feed them knowledge. I got to change their diaper. You got to do a lot of things for them in the beginning. Because when they go out there, if they're not properly prepared, they think that every objection that they hear is based on their, it's based on them not knowing what they're doing. It has nothing to do with it. They have no understanding that the questions or objections that they will hear are normal. They don't understand that people really don't want answers. What people really want, they just want to watch you squirm. A lot of people out there, guys, the reason why a lot of people quit the journey is, here's the reason why, is because they don't have enough armor built up. They don't know how to deal with the naysayers. They don't realize that most people are afraid of making a change. And they are in a situation like some of you that you're always on the hot seat. Right? This person said this. That person said that. This person is spreading this rumor. And then you start to think, oh my gosh, really? No, this is just a baby choking. And I got to burp the baby. Don't worry. Come on here. Come to Papa. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm the mentor. Don't worry. Tell me about it. Okay, what, baby? But also, as Lisa just pointed out, as she's doing work, she said, and also being able to listen and take in the feedback. Can I just help you guys? I don't care who your sponsor is. Do you think they have a vested interest in wanting you to succeed? Okay, then why would they want to give you any wrong information? All the information I ever give, and sometimes it's harsh, but it's coming from my heart because I want you back on the right track. But when you're dealing with these people, do you know what you have to do? It's real simple, guys. Pull the expert in. Pull the expert in. This person said this. This person said that. We just had a call, Fran and I, with somebody from Germany. And Fran said, you know what? I'm going to pull the expert in. because he started to hit me with all kinds of stuff. Pyramid, right? I got to make sure this is legal. Why is there a product on Amazon? All these things. Now Fran, okay, Fran is in a different stage than stage one. There's no doubt about it. But even Fran said, you know what? I'm going to pull Jeff into this. And then not only did she hear how I handled those things, which gave her more knowledge. Don't try to do it yourself, guys. These people come at you with different angles because they're trying to check your belief. Well, here we go again. If you're brand new, do you have a lot of belief? No. So when disbelief meets disbelief, what happens? Nothing. So you got to pull somebody in with belief. So while you're choking, just say, listen, I'm not really swallowing this too well. I'm going to bring in the expert. That's stage one. Stage two. Now, let me ask you a question. Okay, can anybody here look at themselves and go, you know what? Yeah, I've had this. This is getting me off track. Well, now you know how to handle it. Stage two. People need insight. Stage two, and a lot of you are going through stage two right now. You're growing. You're on these calls every day. You're starting to have insight into what you have learned. You know how you have insight on what you have learned? It's because you're taking the information and you're applying it. You're meeting with the dream stealers. You're meeting with your negative warm market. And you start to understand why people start to say what they say. Have more understanding of why people say the things they do. And you know what you have to learn, guys? Has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. It's based on what they came from, where they've lived, right? The education they got. Whatever their environment is, they take it and they try to portray it onto you. And most of the time, it's a negative. That's just what it is. But you start to have insight. You go, okay, you know what? It's not me. So you know what stage two does? It allows you to keep going. Don't get me wrong. It's still a tough time dealing with these responses because you want everybody to make an instant decision, right? Well, see, here's what you'll learn as you start growing. And I said it earlier today. I'm going to say it again. The right people receive the information and they normally don't go through any of this. Most people that I talk to, if I have to keep answering questions longer than one phone call, they never do it anyway. We'll see what happens with this guy that Fran just brought me to from Germany. I answered his questions. Now, if he comes back with a whole nother set and he's never going to do it anyway. But a new person thinks, this is the biggest problem. A new person thinks if I keep answering the questions, they're going to eventually do the business. And I'm telling you, they won't. They just are time wasters because what it does, it procrastinates their decision because they're still trying to make you chase your tail. Well, when you're dealing with an expert, they'll let you know this to move on. That's what's so powerful about working within a system. There's different problems than what they had when they started. But see, when you're growing, guys, here's a big part of it. They expect to be put on the hot seat. They're comfortable with it. All people want to know is, do you believe? My belief system is so strong, nobody could penetrate that. So wouldn't you want to pull somebody in that has that type of belief? That's what a three-way call is. So stage two, growing. Stage three, and I will tell you, there's a big percentage of people on this call that are growing leaps and bounds. You're on the calls, you're out there, you're actually doing it, and you're getting results. And you have a better understanding of people. And that makes it easier for you to have a good attitude. You need the right attitude every day. Every day I got to get up. I got to go, okay, you know what? I'm going to go face the people again. And I got to be upbeat. I got to be smiling. And I got to have what people want. You know what people want? They want a way out. And I become that vision of their way out with the right attitude. But when you start to go out there, right, you anticipate the objections people are going to have. You know why? Because they're always usually the same things. There's nothing anybody could really shock me with. I've heard it all. But if it comes down to, you know what it really is? It's really time, money, uncomfortable with MLM, or they think they need to know more about the product or the comp plan. Outside of that, I really don't hear anything above that. So if I know those are the objections, am I not ready for them? And you know what? I really never address any of them because I don't know. And I know some of you may be laughing at that. Go, no, my people are different. I love that one, by the way. My people are different. My city is different. The people that live where I live, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, they're not. I've been doing this a long time. I don't care if it was health clubs for 14 years or multi-level for 24 years. Makes no difference. People are people. But you're ready for them when you're in stage 3. You think it's fun. I'd love to be put on the hot seat. I think it's fun. But you're starting to understand how a good attitude determines, you've heard this saying, attitude determines altitude, right? But now when I'm in stage 3, no one controls my mood. When I first got started, every person controlled my mood. If I talked to a positive person, I was positive. If I talked to a negative person, I became negative. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think you talk to more negative or positive people in general? Negative. You know why? It's easy to be negative. It's hard to be positive. It's hard to go out there and smile every day and be excited about your journey or about your life. It's easy to put everything down and try to find, right, what's wrong. Obviously, we could all find out what's wrong, and that's another training. If people want to find something wrong, they will. I don't care what it is. If they want to find a reason not to do it, they will. But you know what? Here's where they come at you. They just don't say, you know what, it's not for me. They try to make you sound like you're nuts. And they're going to defend why they are broke. It's amazing. Have you ever seen this happen? How people defend why they're broke? And here you are to listen, dude, I'm just trying to offer you an opportunity. You don't got to tell me that I'm crazy and that doesn't work and that's a pyramid. You don't have to do, you don't have to go there, brother. Just tell me you don't want to do it, but they don't do that. They want to win the battle. Listen, guys, never let somebody win the battle. Remove yourself from that. Get away from them because they are where they are for a reason. Don't let them steal your dream. Don't let them make you question your beliefs because I will tell you guys, and how many times have I said this, right? For the 104, 110 people that are on this call. You're different. You're different. This is a small force. That's the force out there that we have to conquer. And they come at you with many different ways, but you got to hold firm. You got to have the right attitude. I've told you how to do that. Good reading and listening library, staying plugged into the system. You know, some people try to do this without being plugged into a system. Those are the same people that call you 16 times a day. And you know what I say to them? You know what? That's a good question, but I addressed that on Diamond Zone. Were you on? Oh, no. Did you watch the recording? No. But you want to take my time on something I just covered. You see? That's why I appreciate it, but I want you to know that you are a special group because you've made a decision. But that's a tough force out there. You got to get to stage 3, guys. And stage 4, you're a master builder. You understand what people are going to do before they even say it. I love this. I could just tell within 3 seconds, okay, where someone's going to go with their questions. Last night, right? Meeting's over. Person goes, hey, Jeff, can I have a few seconds? I get to see the face. I could feel the energy. And they just want to tell me all the reasons why it's not working. They just want to be heard. And I just simply asked a very simple question. I said, can you show me what you did last week? You know what she said? I can't. I said, well, there's your answer. And she was talking about all the different things. Okay, I get it. I understand it. But she's not plugged into anything. I said, you're the Lone Ranger. And anything that comes your way, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a TV. So you have gone from being on the hot seat, this is where it gets fun, guys, to putting people on the hot seat. The guy from Germany, is this a pyramid? Well, let me tell you, first of all, pyramids are illegal. Do you understand what a pyramid is? He was hemming and hawing. I go, let me tell you what a pyramid is. A pyramid means, right, there's no product being sold. Do you know, sir, that in order for a commission to be paid here, a product has to be sold? and he's just, oh, well, I'll have to check that out. I go, you could check it out all day long. So who put who on the hot seat? He's trying to put me on the hot. I go, no, dude, you don't get this. I was very nice. Fran was on the call. That's what a pyramid is. It's money just going around and around. But he's trying to throw things. I have to know how it works. Okay, I don't know. I said that. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I'm a product expert, but I'll get you that information if you want to read about it. Okay, if that's really your deal. Let me tell you how to build a business, though. I want to watch their response. I'm trying to put them on the hot seat. I want to watch them squirm. This is where it gets fun, guys. Got to get to stage 4. And it's here where you begin to master the people business. You know you can get to stage 4 very quickly. Get through your list and you will be at stage 4. I'm going to say that again. Get through your list and you will be stage 4. In other words, if you get through your list, you've talked to hundreds of people. And if you're talking to hundreds of people, nothing could shock you because you've talked to hundreds of people. If you've only gotten through 4 or 5 people, you're still choking like a baby. That's why I love when people move quickly, because they're able to get to stage 4 fast. Master builder. This is where I was told, once you become a master builder, you can never be broke. No matter what business you choose to do. I said this on stage. You could drop Lisa and I on an island with a widget, right? With this. This is the product. You know what this is? This is a ponytail holder. Okay? This is our product. We're going to have a multi-level marketing ponytail holder compensation plan. I can make it work. Why? I'm not in the ponytail holder business. Here's all I have to know. People have ponytails, and they need a ponytail holder, and they have hair. That's all I have to know. And I could put a compensation plan together with my ponytail holder. So there you go. Do you guys get it? Makes no difference. I'm in the people business. Where's another product around me? Here, I'm in the earring business. Doesn't make a difference. I think you guys get it, right? And I say it all the time. Do you think the people that own a McDonald's buy the McDonald's because they love the hamburgers? I know you're sick and tired of it, but I want that to sink in. Let's buy a McDonald's because I love quarter pounders with cheese. No, that's not why they bought it, or because they like the filet of fish. Okay, they may have a product there they like, but they didn't buy it because they like the product. They bought it because they can make money. I can make money with any product providing there's a need for my product. I think that's evident. Now watch this one. Do I have to have the best product in order to make money? Well, there we go again. Does McDonald's have the best tasting hamburgers? No, but they're the #1 selling hamburger person in the world. #1, but they don't have the best tasting. Why? Because they know what business they're in. They're in the people business. That's it. So this is where you start to really master the people business. Because I believe, guys, I'll just put this up. Okay, and I did this the other day. Everybody on this call has tremendous potential. Everybody. I don't qualify anybody. Someone has desire, I'm working with you. But potential is overrated. Potential is overrated. Tom Brady, I believe, was a 6th-round draft choice. Okay, so when people put him through the combine, of all the skill sets they thought that somebody needed to be the best quarterback in the world, he failed because he was a 6th-round pick. So you know how many people passed up on him? And there was somebody else, #1, that became a bust. The #1 pick that year, okay, didn't last in the league for more than a year. Tom Brady is now 40 years old and has, I believe, 5 Super Bowl rings, and he now is thought of as the greatest ever. Why? Because he took whatever potential he had and put tremendous action to it. And work ethic. And you talk about any athlete ever. Michael Jordan, work ethic. Tom Brady, work ethic. Kobe Bryant, unbelievable work ethic. Tiger Woods, action, continually. It's not because they just had this, they were gifted. Of course they were gifted, but gifted people are a dime a dozen. Gifted people that put forth effort and action separates you. And once you know that you know, guess what happens? Do you ever hear the saying, when you know that you know, and other people know that you know, it's over. You know what that is? Belief. Could you guys think you could ever penetrate my belief? Try. No, I know that I know, and you know that I know. That's why you're on these calls. There's a perfect example. And then from there, you get results. That's the circle. Talk about the circle of life, circle of multi-level, right? You know people are going to come in, okay, with some negativity, and I'm just showing you how to handle it. And don't let their negativity stop you from your journey. That's all. And I want you to hear my voice when you come up with a negative person. Oh, this is the guy that Jeff talked about. They're trying to make me squirm. They're trying to make me choke. No, you got this all wrong. And I just showed you how to handle every phase. If you're brand new, bring in the expert. You start to grow, you start to have fun with it. And I'm telling you, when you start to get some results, it's over. It's over. Create your result, guys. And I say it all the time. A result is not necessarily signing somebody up. Maybe your result is because you executed your plan that you set for yourself today. Is that not a result? I'm going to start a diet. I'm going to start my cleanse. Now, you could talk about it all day long, right? You could get yourself geared up all day long and go, you know what? And you're going to go buy the ingredients. You're going to buy the new blender, and you're getting ready to get ready. But until you swallow that unbelievably bad tasting juice, you're not on a cleanse. Right? So you could get ready all day long, but once you do it, now you've done it. Same thing here. So every time Tanya drinks that juice, right, she's successful because she could quit. Come on, Tanya, come on over. Let's go have an omelet. Come on, Tanya, let's do some French toast. Put that juice down. Look at her. Put that juice down, Tanya. Look at these pancakes are really good. That's the business. You're holding to a business plan and they're telling you that's never going to work. It's all the same stuff, guys. Appreciate all of you. I'm on my way to Orlando. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys.